On Sunday, the 14th of September, a favorite course from the World Cup circuit, the beautiful, calm spa city of Karlovy Vary steps up to host the World Triathlon Championship Series. After 8 years of incredible racing, get ready for the greatest Battle of Bohemia yet.
So I've raced in Karlovy Vary twice before. I think initially I probably didn't really enjoy it because it was quite hard for me on the bike and the run, but it's definitely a course now that now I would really love to do because it's challenging, it's hilly, it's technical, and yeah, I think that's where my strengths lie. I think going into Fréjus, it was a bit of a gamble. I just dropped down from St. Moritz in altitude, and yeah, just felt a little bit flat, but that's what this year was about, to try things, try when it works. And yeah, I've had a good couple of days, or 10 days in Leeds, feeling a lot better, more like, got more gears now, so that's good. And yeah, looking forward to coming here and racing on this course again. I like the Olympic distance. I'm good over 10K. I've got I set a PB this year over 10K, and I feel confident with my running over that distance as well. Just frustrating that I didn't quite get the drop down right for Fréjus, but I'm confident for this weekend. I think nothing is going to be as stressful as 2023 or 2024, to be honest, and I feel content with what I have achieved in this sport. You know, I'm a double Olympic bronze medalist, I'm a world champion, and I almost see it as now, like, it's fun. Like, I can just go and race. I can leave the sport with my head held high and be happy with what I've achieved. So, yeah, I'm not putting pressure on myself. I just want to enjoy it, and I think that's the best way to get the most out of myself. So I'm not stressed. It will come. So I've got full trust in my coaches and my support system, and yeah, I know the good training is gonna come.
The Karlovy Vary course is probably the toughest course of the season now that Way High is a completely flat course. So yeah, I'm very excited for this one, and I think it can suit me. But in 2020, I raced here the World Cup, and I was DNF, so I don't have very good memories from here. Hopefully I can change that. I feel like this course can be good for me, but it's the kind of course that if you are in a good day, it can be a really good course, but if you are in an average or a bad day, it can be a nightmare. So yeah, hopefully I can be in a good day and make the difference in this course. It's a very technical swim, so like turning the buoys the right way is also super important, because if you lose like 1-2 seconds every buoy, it can make a difference in the end. So yeah, the swim is very technical. The bike is like, you can't hide. Like if you are in a bad day, you can hide for like 2-3 climbs, but from the fourth one, like, it's gonna be tough. So yeah, the bike is a really exciting course, and the run also, like, I like running uphill and downhill, so yeah, I'm excited for the run as well. Right now, like, Hauser has the maximum points, and I'm very tight with Vasco fighting for the second place in the championship. Vasco, I think he has 3 second places, and I have a win and 2 third places. And the 2 third places, I got beaten by him and Hauser in Yokohama and French Riviera. So I think if I finish second or better here will be the ideal scenario for me. Like, as I already have 2 third places, like, it's only worth for me if I finish second or better. So yeah, that's definitely the goal for this race, and try to take the second place again in the championship and close a little bit the gap for Hauser, because honestly, like, for Hauser, it doesn't matter if he wins or not anymore for him, but it's more like, I think for him it's more important trying to avoid that I win the race, or that I finish second at least. So it'll be interesting to see how he reacts in the race with the maximum points already. If he, of course, he has a very competitive mindset, so of course he's going to try to win the race, but it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to do to try to avoid that I win or even finish second. So for the ideal scenario for him is that I finish third or worse.
Yeah, there is a really good swimmer on the start list on this race, and it's often that there is a breakaway. So I hope it will, and that I will be involved. And but yeah, the swim can make some difference. Then the connection on the first bike, I think, is probably like the most important because of what I heard. Because honestly, I did it only once, but I heard like when the group are formed, then it's really hard to catch or whatever. And then yeah, we will have to focus on the bike with all the hills and the turn, and then the run is not easy neither. So it will be a very interesting race, and yeah, I really hope there will be some show and not just like a big group of 40 girls. And I mean, this is not bad for me neither, except when I do a bad transition like in Hamburg, but at least it's 10K, so I can probably manage a bit more my run. But no matter where I am, I will try to start the run quite in front. Yeah, we will have to be very careful of when you change your gear, to not do it in a turn, to not cross, like, and be focused as well of the other people going around in the turn. I mean, this is all the time, but yeah, that's why as well it will be nice to not be a big pack on the bike, because it's always easier to manage like 10, 15 girls or less than 40 girls. I mean, for sure, if I have a great swim, and I can make the difference directly with Leonie, because if we start the run together, I mean, it's not like half-half. I don't know right now who is the best, and I guess it will not be about who is the best, but who is the best on the D-Day after this bike, after this swim. So the further she's from me, the better it is. But I mean, I wish her to have a good race too, huh? But it will save my legs if she's not running with me.
Yeah, I guess essentially being on top with 3,000 points, I don't need to be here, but it certainly makes for an interesting race when you've got the likes of Miguel, wanting to step up and get his second win of the year and maximise his points as well. And I think for me, above everything else, Karlovy Vary is more about testing myself over a strong course. It's not necessarily going to be the fastest guy out on course, it's going to be the strongest guy out on course. And I think the unique challenges of the different swim, lots of turns and twists and turns, and then obviously the bike being probably one of the hardest bike courses in triathlon, in short course triathlon. I think it offers up a lot of challenging and unique factors that will definitely help build my confidence, and I feel like it's the last chink in my armour that I really need to nail down is performing over these like hard Olympic distance courses. So, and essentially that's what Wollongong's going to be. It's going to be a hard Olympic distance course. So I really want to expose my body and my mind to the challenging aspects of Karlovy Vary and all it has to offer. Yeah, for sure. It is a shame that Vasco didn't decide to join, but obviously he's got a packed racing schedule ahead and wants to focus on Wollongong. So I understand that, and I'm sure there will be a few more battles between us to come, and I ideally look forward to that as well. But having Miguel here, obviously also having a fresh Hayden here as well, is certainly going to, prove a good enough challenge for me this weekend. And I think, those guys are quite complete athletes, especially Miguel. I think is very complete across the board, and no doubt the Brazilians all around the world will be cheering him on as well. It's a very fanatic country and patriotic, and he'll be trying his best to do them all proud, I hope. But hopefully I can try and stop him. And I reflect on Alguero, and obviously that was a really good day for him, and probably not so good for me. And I was coming off a bit of sickness after Yokohama, and it was a really hot day, and probably didn't have the facilities on that day. But hopefully this weekend in Karlovy Vary, I'll be able to have a few more conditions suit me, and be able to stick it to him a little bit. I think there's a few things that probably suit me, in contrast to an ocean swim. Obviously, I love the ocean. I love the beach start. I've grew up next to the ocean for my whole life, and the unique aspects of Karlovy Vary, the swim, I think it's a really close start to the first buoy. I think it's only 200 metres or just over, so it's going to be pretty manic, and I think with my swim speed to try and get out quickly. I can use that to my advantage, and then obviously having the likes of Mark de Vere and Chechia also in the field, really wanting to push the swim along. I think if I can get on their feet or somewhere nearabouts, that'll help push the pace forward and allow us to hopefully get a breakaway. I know it's been a classic breakaway course, and Mark de Vere has been joking that he's a perfect score for breakaways this year in races as well. So I think that bodes well for us swim bikers. First and foremost, Karlovy Vary is just going to be a really good training race for me. I think, as I said, I don't need the points, but every race at the World Series circuit is an important one, and everyone wants to win it and try and do their best in it. So just really looking forward to really challenging myself. As I said, I've probably not been the strongest over these type of courses in the past, and that's an honest reflection by myself. And in order to be the best, I need to try and work on those 1%ers across the field. So coming here and challenging myself across this course is going to be super important for my development, and then also leading into Wollongong and going home and having a fresh kind of training block leading into that race and resetting. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who's got what points going into the grand final. I know if I win that race, I win the World Series. So I think that's all that I'm worrying about. I'm not trying to worry about the points or anything like that. I'm worrying about first across the line gets the cake.